everyone, I'm Oakley Mize. I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about the history of ceiling fans in the United States, the target market in the United States, price of the product, and the promotion of the product.
Hey guys, I'm David Hodge, and I'll be looking at the market in Spain, looking at the people in Spain, our target market, and how to effectively market to them. We're going to evaluate a pricing strategy and explore ways that we can market it.
Hello, I'm Darin Rigney, and we're bringing big ass fans here to Spain. It's a slow moving fan, but it's slow moving to increase the air current and flow that is put out by the fan. Great. So yeah.
Hey everyone. So I'm going to tell you all a little bit about the history of ceiling fans around the world and the history of ceiling fans in the United States. So dating back to about 500 BC, the original Punka-type ceiling fans were operated manually by a cord. These products gradually advanced until reaching the United States in the 1860s and early 1870s. The early versions of these fans were not powered by an electrical motor, rather by a stream of running water. However, in 1882, Philip Deal invented the first electrically powered ceiling fan. The product began to take off, and by the mid-1920s, ceiling fans were commonplace in the United States and began to take hold internationally. Ceiling fans began to fade out of popularity following World War II when air conditioning began to take hold. During the energy crisis of the late 1970s and early 1980s, however, fans made a comeback and began to experience great commercial and residential success. Fans consume far less energy than air conditioning units, consuming typically under 70 watts per hour, where air conditioning consumes about 3,000 watts per hour. And therefore, fans became very popular during this time. Fans have held steady popularity through the 2000s. However, recently the market has become more niche and luxury. Residential fans are typically more luxurious and custom to a home's decor, where commercial fans for restaurants and businesses have become larger and similarly more custom. As you can see here, this ceiling fan has 5 blades. Typically, ceiling fans have between 2 and 6 blades. From a different perspective, you can see that this ceiling fan here has a light on it. Lights are typically common on these types of ceiling fans for residential areas. This ceiling fan here gives you a clear perspective of what the electrical motor looks like on a typical ceiling fan. Some ceiling fans have motors, however, above the blades. Residential ceiling fan installation is typically standard, with wires going from the outlet in the wall up to the electrical circuit in the ceiling. However, for residential areas, this can change as electrical wiring may already be in place. As you can see here, this is a typical residential ceiling fan. In the United States, ceiling fans are most prevalent in suburban and rural homes. In most urban areas, such as apartment buildings, wiring and installation for ceiling fans is more difficult. And with the feasibility of installation for AC units, fans are generally used less. As you can see, this is a typical commercial ceiling fan. In commercial businesses such as restaurants or other vendors, fans are a low-cost, low-energy, greener alternative than standard air conditioning. Especially in trendy cafes in the United States, fans have become a staple item. They keep customers cool while also they're aesthetically pleasing. Typically, ceiling fan promotion is not advertised on radio, television, billboards, newspapers, or other media outlets. Generally, if an individual or business wishes to install a ceiling fan, they will shop at a third-party vendor and choose which style fits their home decor/business atmosphere. However, online vendors have gained more traction. Retailers such as Amazon have revolutionized home delivery and offer a wide variety of fans where pictures and videos can be viewed of the product. Moreover, some retailers have implemented modern advertising resources such as YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram to appeal to a younger generation. Promotion on these platforms involves witty advertising and comical content to catch the attention of their viewers.
This is David Hodge here with Big Ass Fans, and I will be discussing a little bit about the product itself, the promotion, where we are going to promote it and how we're going to do that, the price, and the place. So just to begin with our product, we have a semi-industrial fan that will come in 2 different sizes based on our target market. So if we are looking to market towards the commercial side, the businesses, we will usually go with the larger fans. We will advertise that more heavily as opposed to the smaller ones. which will be targeted more towards the residential side of our market. So the product in itself is meant to decrease price for energy bills and add just an easy way to attract more customers. So that in itself will be a promotion. We will highlight the facts on the commercial side and on the residential side that a reason that they should buy this product is that it will save them money in costs of energy, because they're always looking for other ways to save money. And with that saving money will come at a cost to them of this new fan. But we will price the commercial side or the commercial fan targeted towards those businesses at a higher price range. We're thinking around 1,500 euros. And then on the residential side, we're thinking around 750, mainly because of the difference in sizes and the different willingness to pay for that target market or markets. So we, of course, have our two different places, which we're looking at commercial and residential in the region in Spain of Andalusia, which can include Malaga and Sevilla and Cadiz and all of these different cities that attract a lot of tourists who will be going to restaurants and sitting down, or maybe staying in tourist apartments such as Airbnbs or any other apps like that, will be attracted to these moving fans that they can put onto their patio. We'll be advertising the fact that people are more willing to spend time at those warmer locations, those warmer coffee shops, restaurants, if they have the big ass fan for them. So with our target market being in Spain and us bringing this product to Spain, we will heavily emphasize the fact that it is made in America, and that Americans use it. It's been proven over and over that the people of Spain trust the standards, the opinions of the American people in the United States, and they see that as a highly credible opinion. So we'll advertise that it's made in America, used in America. We will promote that to them. So with the two different places or the two different markets, mainly we are going to be emphasizing on the residential side more of day-to-day use. We're going to say turn off that air conditioner or sell that air conditioner, and we're going to look at social media for the residential side. A lot of people in this area are using Facebook and Instagram, so we'll be using social media. We'll also be using billboards in the area. So in Sevilla, you may see a large ad on the screen randomly in a park or different parts of the city where we know there's going to be a lot of foot traffic, to just emphasize the fact that we're going to promote the fact that it's easy to install. We have a bundle program where it will all be done for them, so they don't have to lift a finger in order to install it on the residential side or on the commercial side. So we think that's going to be a huge draw. The people of Spain and Andalusia are going to be drawn to that. And we would like to target our commercial side more with internet forms, or with contact that involves the internet, because door-to-door selling has not been effective in the past. So we are going to make phone calls and target them online in order to show them how much they can benefit financially by charging more customers to them, and that it's definitely worth investing in. So I think that's all I have. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Darin Rigney. I'm here with Big Ass Fans, and I'll be talking about things that we're changing and things that we're keeping while here in Spain. So our goal as a company going abroad is to have a mix of a standardized and localized approach. So we want to have a standardized approach because it saves money and reduces that time and effort needed to change things in order to have a localized approach. But we also want to have a little bit of a localized approach because we want to connect with our customers here and build that relationship with them and create that value for them. And so we need to do that by changing things, or else we just come here with an ethnocentric approach, and that's not good. So some things that we're keeping are the product motor speed is the first thing. Keeping the product motor speed the same saves energy for the customer and keeps that energy bill down, but it also reduces the cost needed because our motors will stay the same, because if we did have to increase the speed, then we'd have to rebuild the motors in order for the motors to get that gear to achieve the higher speeds. Also, as a brand, we specialize in slow current fans, and so we definitely don't want to make it go any faster because it would just push about the same amount of air and it would lose the effect of slow moving fans. We also want to have a standardized motor and installation setup. So, the Spanish electrical system is a little bit different. It pushes about 220 volts through the wires, which is more than the US, but our motors can handle that. The way it's wired and the way it's set up, it can handle that, so there's not going to be a circuit there's not going to be any malfunctions in the motor because of the extra voltage. And so that being said, we are able to keep it and we don't have to change anything about it, which reduces the cost for us, or doesn't add any extra cost. And we are also keeping our promotion the same here. Our promotion is that our fans are better than windows but less than an AC unit, so it saves your shirt because you're not sweating as much, but it also saves your energy bill because you're not spending so much on your air conditioning unit. And so the only thing that we're changing about our promotion is that we're translating it directly into Spanish. So
Cruz Campo, savory, satisfying Spanish.
So, better than windows, but cheaper than an air conditioning unit translates into mejor que ventanas, pero más barato que aire acondicionados. And so that's what we're doing. So the things that we're changing are the product size. There's a lot of smaller spaces in Spain. Spain has a more dense population than the US. Spain has about 500,000 kilometers squared of area, and that is less than the size of Texas. And Texas only has a little bit more than half the people that Spain has. So as you can see, there's a big difference in the space available, and so as a result, our standard 72-inch diameter fans won't really work in Spain. They might work in some places, but to relate better to the customers and make it more accessible to the customers, we are going to change that 72-inch diameter into about a 48-inch diameter, which is a lot more smaller, and we can still have the same effect. And the good thing about that is we'll use less products, so the price will go down, which will also increase sales. We're also changing. It's less of a change and more of an addition, but we're adding some different colors. So Spain has a lot of Islamic architecture, and there's a big historical presence of Islam in Spain, and so because of that, there's a lot of vibrant colors. So you'll see a lot of yellows and reds and oranges in the buildings, and so as a result, it's like a more accepted color. And so we are going to add some more vibrant colors to our collection and make them available for purchase here. Instead of just the standard gray, white, and brown that we have in the States, we're also going to offer yellow and red because it will match better with the way people paint their houses here. And finally, we're going to change the installation instructions. So something small can be translated more directly, usually, but something very large with different colloquialisms and stuff like that needs to be very well thought out. And so we're hiring a team of linguists to translate our installation instructions into Spanish, and we're doing this because well, they speak Spanish here, and we don't want our customers to buy a fan and then not know how to set it up. Also, because we have Spanish installation instructions, it makes it more easier for our company to get in contact with local electricians and offer promos for free installation and stuff like that when we're first starting out in the company or in this country and trying to gain popularity. And so because those installation instructions are in Spanish, the electricians will know what to do, but also your average Joe with basic knowledge of electricity will be able to set it up as well. And those are the things we're changing, and those are the things that we're keeping. We hope that you enjoy our product. We hope that you enjoyed this video.